everybody. This is Uncle Yab, and we're gabbing with Gab. Now, today, my episode topic is financial discipline. Now, we all have trouble trying to be disciplined with our money and things like that and our savings. So I just want to go over a few things that will help you guys on what you can do to make sure your money is right and make sure you have a disciplined financial plan and how to save money and how to spend it. Now, first of all, what you want to do is make a plan. Now, the way I look at it is if you don't have a plan, a financial plan in place, it's really, really hard to be disciplined about how you spend your money because you haven't created any guideline for yourself to follow. So you always have to create guidelines on how to follow it, and then you'll be successful. Now, when you start to create a plan, you want to look at both your short-term and your long-term dreams you have for what you want to do. Okay, now while budget is part of the plan, the purpose isn't to prevent you from spending any money. What you want to do, you want to have the financial discipline to always allow you to make sure you have money for what is most important to you. Okay? Now, the second thing is you want to always use automation to boost your discipline. Now, automating your savings helps you avoid any temptations, whether it's spending money recklessly or money that you don't have, okay, on things you need, because your money never shows up in your general checking account. Now, when you're dealing with your employer, many employers allow you to have parts of your paycheck deposited in multiple accounts. Now, for example, you may want $200 to be saved for your emergency fund every month. You may want to have $200 deposited directly into a separate savings account. And you can do that too, but that's definitely a way to automate your discipline as far as your financial situation. Okay, the next thing is be accountable for all your spending. Always make sure you know what you're spending. Okay, make sure you track everything, every dime that you spend, and that helps you stay accountable for your money management. Now, here's an example for this one. If you know that if you're going to review your spending each week, you know what you want to do, you want to enter in some type of data program, and you can get that online or just make up something, and that can motivate yourself into thinking twice before you make impulse spending and purchases. That's always a good idea to do because you know what you're going to do, and you'll see the mistake when you review your spending. Now, on the other hand, as you build your financial discipline, you can see the fruits of your labor when you check your account balances. Okay, now you want to reward a financial discipline. Okay, this might seem like fun to turn down at the spur of the moment, but friends or purchases, but having financial discipline pays off for the long term. Okay, now a lot of these things is very helpful in what you're trying to do for your discipline. Okay, now don't worry about this; you'll be able to do it. Another avenue I have is the lack of money is not the problem either. Okay, learning discipline with money is not always easy, but it is necessary if you want to get ahead financially. Okay, and always it's not the money that's the problem. It's what you do with it that counts. Okay, now just think about that. It's not the money that's the problem. What you do with it that counts. Now, is the third one. Why you need discipline to succeed. Now, discipline is not only a sexy word that you use, but it's encouraged to have it now. And you always want to do the discipline, and you definitely will succeed. Okay? Anyone that can develop discipline in anything, whether it's that money, whether it's that your relationship, whether it's that healthy living, is always a plus. Also, you want to understand money. Okay? Understand money is the way to have financial discipline. You want to read books. You want to take a course in a financial course. You want to take a course in getting out of debt, invested, and etc. And these are also things that can help you save money and be disciplined with it as well. The one thing that I like to do, this is what I like. I like to get mad. When you talk about it many times, you say, I want to do this, I'm going to do that. Get mad at yourself and start actually doing something. And definitely believe this is the best step for you in changing your financial life is to get mad. So if you got to get mad with yourself, get mad. At the situation that you have to do something about it, no matter what it is, getting your emotions involved will help you keep you engaged in the process. Okay, if you kind of sort of want to change, you probably won't. So you have to do it. Now, if you change your financial situation, is one way to keep using credit, while you try to get out of credit. It's kind of like eating a big bowl of ice cream even every night before bed and wondering why your jeans keep getting tighter. You get what I'm saying? So it's a way that you do it, and you can use this philosophy in the everyday living. You want to definitely swear off the credit card. You don't want any more credit cards. Because what credit cards do is it keep you in digging your hole more and more in debt, and you definitely don't want that. You always want to keep moving forward as well as your plan, because if you know as well as I do, anytime you try to do anything that's new, especially if you're learning to be more disciplined, there's going to be setbacks. So don't let the setbacks get you down. Just accept what happens, keep dealing with it, and keep moving forward. You will never accomplish anything without a few curveballs along the way. Next thing you want to do is kind of pay yourself first. Now, paying yourself first is not like giving yourself money or going out on a spending spree. Paying yourself first is seeing the fruits of your labor. So it definitely can be hard to establish when you have a lot of financial obligations. So most of us pay our bills first. Then we try to figure out how to save money out of what we have left. The best thing you can do is to do it automatically. So you pay yourself first after paying all your bills, of course. Now, paying yourself means you should figure out a percentage of your paycheck that you want to put into a savings account. Then you have it automatically drafted from the paycheck every time you get paid. This creates the discipline of consistently putting money into a bank and not touching it. Now, building financial discipline is like building muscle. Okay, it's not always easy to build discipline in any area of your life, but when you make an effort, the reward are definitely worth it. Creating financial discipline is a lot like building muscle. You want to start slowly at first, and then you want to gradually add more weight over time as you build strength. Eventually, you create a strong toned muscle you always wanted, and as far as banking is concerned, a nice, strong, fat bank account. Okay? Now, just like building muscle, you probably shouldn't try to do all these tips at once, but just start one at a time and integrate it into your life. Okay, the cool thing about building financial discipline is that it spills over into other areas of your life, like I just said. Anytime you work on being disciplined on one area, such as money, you tend to apply those principles to other areas as well, creating more discipline overall. And that's the basic goal, not just creating the money discipline of it, just in life overall. Okay, the next step, you want to be mindful. You want to be mindful of you take money out of that. Things like that. Be mindful of what you're doing with your money, and make sure you credit yourself for how you're doing it. You definitely want to have a little fun. You want to start an envelope system. Now, this is what I did before. I started an envelope system. I bought an envelope. I went to the CVS or whatever. I bought some envelopes. I bought 100 envelopes, and I numbered them on the corner, the left-hand corner, from 1 to 100. Okay. After that, I tried to put that number of money into each envelope every payday. So if I started off with number one envelope, I put $1. Number two envelope, $2, so on and so forth. Now, once you get to the 100th envelope and you put $100 in that envelope, you go back and count all your money, and I guarantee you would have saved $5,000. Now, this is something that you don't have to put into your bank account. You can just do this, throw it in your closet. That's what I did. And I came up with $5,000. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? But it does work. It does work. And I'm going to let you guys know to try that. Because I did the same thing, and I was shocked. I had $5,000. Now, you can take that $5,000 and you can put it into your savings account. You can take that $5,000. You can go on a cruise. You can take a vacation, or you can take that $5,000 and pay bills. Because a lot of times that $5,000 is something that you don't really miss. But as long as you keep putting it into your envelopes and keep stuffing your envelopes like you're supposed to do, and using the financial discipline that I'm talking about, you'll be fine. Well, this is another short episode that I'm wrapping up. You guys, once again, this is Uncle Yab, and if you want to leave me a donation, you can go to www.buzzsprout.com/7272294. Okay, and you can also catch me on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Google Podcasts. I'm also on iHeart and Spotify under Gab with Yab. Till next time, family, have a blessed day.